Pit Senor, it's time for Senior Santo Nino devotees like us to attend Holy Mass Novena once again. And it's the first day of Novena, and I gonna show you in this vlog where to go, what is the entrance you should use depending on your classification, and where you should use the exit, and how to do it easily without having problems. I will be also talking to you where you should park, where should be your driver if you have driver to pick you up, or if you park yourself, if you bring your car, if you have children. Listen to this vlog. It's a first day in Novena. We have already attended that one. We have also attended today the second Novena, and it will show you almost real time happening in Basilica Minore di Santo Niño, which is in Cebu City. Pete Senor, we've been attending Novena for many years in perfect attendance because we believe in baby Jesus. Osmeña Boulevard, they totally closed it because they put an entrance for security checks, for policemen to check each of the churchgoer for your bags. It's very good because you can see the ambulance, you can see the SWAT in there. They have a lot of inspection. You cannot bring any knapsack bag that's big enough to resemble something that you're bringing like a palm. So along the area there are so many police, so I would like to acknowledge, and I would like to, of course, I would like to commend our PNP Region 7 and for having your police visibility in almost every corner. Okay, so as you see, we are walking now in the Osmeña Boulevard. Now as we walk the Osmeña Boulevard, you can see a lot of people bringing chairs. So this is a tip number one you should do. You should bring your own chair. Do not rely that Santo Niño Church or Basilica will have chairs for you, because this is a first come, first serve basis. You can only use that one if you come early, you go there like one mass before or the middle of mass, and you can be watching over a chair. Then don't forget to bring your umbrella. It's very hot. It's El Nino phenomenon, so bring an umbrella. So as you see, we're walking right now and we are going left, but here you can see this a monitor. It is a LED wall here, outdoor LED wall for the people who don't want to get inside the church, or for the people, for the faithful that they just prefer, or they're just late, or they're just on time, or the inside church chairs are already full, so they can just get a chair, put it here, and see it on TV. So it's just like watching an internet. You're gonna see the live priest, but you can hear the sounds. This is the advantage over the online and the internet. So as we walk here, as you can see my wife Gigi here, there's another entrance, but this entrance is not for you. This is for the priest. Okay, so the priest, they can bring, and the servants, they can bring their own cars, and go to the basilica directly. So this is the gate that I could say you could do shortcut right. Like me, I have a PWD ID, and if you have a senior ID, you can enter here with one companion. Okay, so if you're with wife and you're PWD, you're a senior citizen, you go here and enter here. Yes, as you can see here, I will enter together with my wife. So it says entrance for PWD, that's for me. Pregnant women, that's almost for me, because I'm also look like a pregnant, but I'm not women and men. So then senior citizen. So you show the ID, because you have to show the ID. You cannot get in without showing the ID. Ipakita mo, no? Okay, dili ka kasulod. So you have to actually, together with your wife or your son or your daughter, with one companion, you can go inside. So that's me, easy for me to go in there, and it's still, as you can see, it's still having a lot of people inside already. Why? Because those who are not bringing chairs, though those also who were late in the previous mass, so actually they can just get inside and look for a possible chair that will be vacated, that will be vacant. It will be vacant because some of the people after taking the communion will just go home. So this is something that you should know, no? So mabakante na siya, imo siyang bantayan, you're just watching like a security guard there. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You can see the policeman. This is something I would say. PRO7, you're very good. Why? Because you have policemen here. And Biba puts in your Biba puts in they're raising their hands now. And a lot of faithfuls here. We're talking about thousands of faithful. They have just finished the first mass. Okay, so let's get on. For our place, we cannot find a chair, and even we come early, that's like 5 minutes before, we cannot find a chair. It is impossible for you to find a chair. You cannot find a chair. That's why you better bring your chair. Okay, on the right side of this one is where I stand is actually the comfort room. They have very good comfort room. They have AC's air conditioned comfort room. It's look like a comfort room of a mansion house of any millionaire Cebu. It's very good because this is Basilica ni Santo Nino. So I tell you, this is Gigi, and I tell Gigi you can just stay in this place so we cannot see, but at least we have wall to depend on. Okay, so we could easily sit on the top, but it's very hot, like you're attending like 4 o'clock. This is a 4 o'clock mass, so we cannot easily attend this one. I show you later in this vlog what would be the different time that you should attend. Okay, so I show you already what it looks like, and let's wait until the mass will start. Then I'll give you another tip on the exit. Another tip is that there are a lot of faithfuls here, but there are also a lot of scalawags here. Those pickpocketers, robbers, they are targeting faithfuls who are actually very busy in praying, but they are also busy in taking out your wallet from your pockets. Okay, so please, be careful. One time last year I had my bag open, but with God's grace, there's nothing big being taken away. So as big as I am, as careful as I am, I have even my small bag being open. So these are group of scalawags who instead of praying, they are praying. The spelling is Prey on the faithful who are very very serious, concentrated on actually praising our baby Jesus in Los Santos. Okay, let's go in the mass. You listen to me later as I exit from the basilica.
Ugma, tanawon sa orasa. kami kanimo, nagpasalamat kami kanimo, nagdadaig kami kanimo, tungkol sa imo himaya. Iyong Yesu Kristo,
may usa ka sanahon nga miluhol kang Jesus. Miluhol ug nihangyo sa iyang panabang. Siya miingon, kung buot ka, makaayo ka kanako. Naluoy si Jesus kaniya ug gihikap niya ang sanahon miingon, buot ko, mamaayo ka. Diha-diha naayo ang sanahon. Unya gipalakaw siya ni Jesus ug gipahimangguan pag-ayo. Ayaw kini isugidon kang bisan kinsa. Apan adtuan dayon ang pari ug pagpahiling kaniya. Unya paghalan sumala sa gisugo ni Moises aron pagmatuod sa tanan nga naayo kana. Apan milakaw ang tao ug nanugilon hinuon sa tanang katawhan mahitungod sa nahitabo. Ilabihan gayon niyang panugilon ug tungod niini si Jesus dili na makapasaya-saya pagsulod sa lungsod. Nagpabilin na lamang siya sa mga dapit nga awaaw ug nangadto kaniya ang mga tao nga gikan sa nagkalain-laing dapit. Ang Ebanghelyo sa Ginoo.
Panginoon, pagkakamo, aram ako ang inyong sakripisyo, dawaton ta sa Diyos kamahan nga magkagamo sa tanan. Dawaton ta sa inyong sakripisyo sa inyong para sa sabay, para sa ilahan, para sa inyong santos. O Diyos, sa mga mahan, uban sa masadya ng mga kasing-kasing ug sa buwig nga pagtuo, nagasahulog kami karong adlaw sa mga misteryo.
So this is the portion of the Mass that instead of lining up for the Holy Communion in front, you have to remember there are like plenty of Holy Communion stations here inside the church, in the quadrangle, and also outside the internal fence. We're talking about the Osmunia Boulevard close road. So what we do, since the exit is not here, the exit is in the Osmunia Boulevard. So when they start singing, when they start preparing for the Holy Communion, we slowly, instead of walking to the aisle in front of the priest, we slowly get our way. You should get your way out. Okay, so this is the time that we have to get out, because we have to look for the place we're in. We can take the Holy Communion outside the quadrangle. That's ready for you to get out easier rather than you go on the line here, put in a queue, and later on you will have hard time going up. And as I told you, there's so many bad people also around here. They are preying on the faithful who are very concentrated on attending the church.
Entrance na to ma'am, Magellan Cross ma'am. Entrance. Lang ma'am, pila ka entrance,
Okay, remember the Osmeña Boulevard has been closed fully from the place where we entered and until this area. And this area, we're already outside the internal fence of Basilica ni Minoru ni Santo Nino of Cebu. So we actually already outside. What we do is that we look for a communion here because there are a lot of communion stations in the area. And in the area, you can either take one, you see this small shaded area, they are communion stations. So if you are lucky enough, you can get your queue here, you can get your Holy Communion here, and you stay here for the final blessing. Why? Although you cannot see personally the priest, but you can have a lot of lead wall being displayed like this one, where you can see and have your final blessing. So here is that you can see we are walking. We're looking for a place where after the final blessing, we can just walk for a few minutes and we're there. And as we walk around Osmia, we're going up, we saw my mother, Mama Vita, they also attended at the time. They just actually stood in the internal, I mean, the closed road of Osmeña Boulevard. So they watch the TV instead, the personal thing. But you can hear the sounds. This is Manol, of course, and my sister Rachel will come, or Balini will come later. So we accidentally bumped them here, and it's good for us because we are actually waiting for the final blessing. So after the final blessing, we can get go on to the exit right away and get to the parking lot. Okay, so that's something that you can do as well.
Tawagin lang to kung tiklag to ina na. Cancel ang attend kay Kakita. Mo postpone namin next week ana ang ano. Next month tapos 2 weeks after January.
Dito.
Ana.
Mo makasud senior. Wala linya ako.
Makita mo ni kung sakay ka ni Gigi ron padung ulit. Kay duha man ka sa ganun. Hapit mo nga to. Dili Gigi, wala napapamigay sa Santo Niño balikon pa kaya. Ang ipabuk mo bayad ta. Mo bayad ta iuna sa to. Postpone ang kuan.
Kasi ang pinapaman siya.
Iuna sa to postpone ang reklamo. Oo, pawata lang. Pawata lang mo ang
Kalit mo? Ako lang ito yato doon.
Lagay mo na kasi yung quality card.
Maro. Kamu orang ya? Please Mara. Mara, please.
Kaya lipay kaya.
Super mau.
Masipang pakpak alam kami. Ug labaw sa tanan. Ngadto sa atong gipasilunggan nining atong selebrasyon karon ang atong Dios nga Batang Hesus, si Senyor Santo Niño. Ato siyang gayton sa pinakamasipang pakpak. Viva el Señor! Viva Señor Santo Niño! Viva el Señor! Masipang pakpak kay Senyor Santo Niño! Daghang salamat o palihog manindog para sa katapusang panalangin.
Bendisyon sa kaimanan sa devotion. Magampo kita. Amahan sa langit, nagagay kami kanimo tungod kay imong gipadala ang imong espiritu ngani sa among mga singkasing ang pagtulo kanamo sa pagampo. Bendisyon kining mga kaimanan sa devotion ug tuduy kami sa paggamit nini aron makatabang kanamo alang sa kinasingkasing ug maligtong nga pagampo. Himuha Ginoo na magpadayon kami sa pagtubo niya sa pagampo o makapahimuot kami kanimo kanunay dinhi sa among kinabuhi ang tanang pagdayon ug himaya alang kanimo amahan pinaagi ni Kristo among maluluwas diya sa Espiritu Santo Dios hangtod sa kahangturan. Ang Ginoo manaa kaninyo. Idugo ang inyong mga ulo ug atong pangayo ng panalangin sa Dios. Si Senyor Santo Nino manalipod unta ug manalangin sa atong nasod uban sa kaabunda sa iyang grasya. Magiya unta siya sa atong mga pangulo sa dalan sa kaangayan. Panalanginan unta niya ang atong simbahan o kayutaan niini. Dasigon unta niya ang atong mga batanon o panaligdan ang atong mga kabataan. Gugkusan unta kita niya sa usag-usa, inubanan sa iyang gugma. Kung gihangyo mga bayan sa paghatag panalangin. O panalangin kaninyo ang Diyos na makagawon sa tanan, Amahan, Anak ug Espiritu Santo. Lakat kamo nga malinawon o bansaya ang inyong pagtuo kinumdumi nga ang maayong Kristiyano makahimong maayong lungsuranon. Salamat sa Diyos.
Viva Pinsinyor!
Oh, selfie. Bali. Ari mas. Bali kay wala kay.
So if you remember, this is the same area in Osmeña Boulevard where we entered, and we're just going back to the area where there's a gate with police inspection. This is the P. Burgos. On the right side, you can see that one as we walk going back to the entrance and exit area, because it is an entrance and exit area that they are setting up in Osmeña Boulevard. So actually we are here, and we're getting out already, and it's very fast. It's safe for us because we have planned, but only one thing that we missed: we didn't bring a chair, and that's why we just stood up. It's okay for me, but it's bad for Gigi and my mother if they have gone with us there inside together. Okay, so now the same ambulance that is on standby, the same SWAT. So we are now getting out. It was the entrance that we actually entered a while ago. So now it gives you idea. You see the whole thing. This is for Senior Santo Nino. We are very, very devoted since 2001 because we had a very fatal accident, me and Gigi, and it happened in Sinulog in 2001 and the year 2000, and then that time is a zero injury for us. That's why our faith, our praises for baby Jesus is there. So we are here all the time. We sponsor each day for the masses, each day from start, and we are of course supporting a lot of us as donors in monthly basis for the last 8 or 7 years. So we are technically Senior Santo Nino devotee. Okay, so I show you how to get in there because day 1, day 2, day 3, people are getting actually busier every day because so many people. Okay.
Kung makapahimuot kami kanimo, kanunay dinhi sa among kinabuhi. Ang tanang pagdali ug himaya alang kanimo, amahan pinaagi ni Jesucristo among manluluwas, diha sa Espiritu Santo, Dios hangtod sa kahangturan. Amen. Ang Ginoo na aadinyo.
Manasab kanimo.
Palihog idugog inyong mga ulo ug atong pangayuon ang panalangin sa Dios. Si Senyor Santo Niño manalipod unta ug manalangin sa atong nasod uban sa kaabunda sa iyang grasya. Mag-iya unta siya sa atong mga magulo sa dalan sa kaangayan.
Amen.
Panalanginan unta niya ang atong simbahan ug ang katuyuan niini.
Amen.
Nasigon unta niya ang atong mga batanon ug panaligdan ang atong mga kabataan.
Amen.
Gusto puson unang kita niya sa usap-usap inumanan sa iyang guma. Kung manalangin kaninyo ang Diyos na makaagahon sa tanan, ang Amahan o ang Anak o ang Espiritu Santo.
Amen.
Lakat kamo nga malinawon o bansaya ang inyong pagtuo. Hinumdumi nga ang maayong Kristiyano, makahimong maayong lungsura.